one person needs to do it because you've been blessed to be able to do it the easy way. And don't ruin Kisha's moment.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something
I have
quick.
no idea what's going on.
Listen, do you know if Yandy gives Kisha an egg, that's Yandy's child?
That's okay.
Carrying,
That's not really her child.
It's not her child.
No, we signed papers that once I give her my egg, it's hers.
Because I wanted to have a child with my DNA. Who's the next best person to go to? It's my sister. So that's what I wanted to do.
But listen, so you giving up the child for like adoption or something like that, right?
No.
Within the four walls of Yandy Force's high-rise penthouse, a tempest was brewing that would shake the city of Atlanta. The city glistened in the moonlight, with its typical rhythm of parties, power struggles, and whispered scandals, the cornerstones of her existence, and transformed the world she created into an unidentifiable chaos rabbit. After quick ascent as a business mogul to her position as a devoted partner to BCS, Yandy had always been the embodiment of grace under fire. On the surface, their partnership appeared flawless. They were a power couple admired by Atlanta's elite and envied by many. Yet even in fairy tales where dreams reign supreme, darkness often lurks. With his effortless smile and undeniable charisma, Mandy had been Yandy's bulwark through years of turbulence. But he had a weakness, an appetite for temptation, that Yandy had previously struggled to ignore. She believed in redemption, in the power of their love, and she never thought that her own blood would become the source of betrayal. Kisha, Yandy's younger sister, was a formidable force in her own right, fierce, fearless, and unquestionably stunning. Chaos had always been drawn to Kisha.
Our story is my journey to motherhood. As of right now, I'm suffering with fibroids and endometriosis. So my journey to motherhood doesn't look like everyone else's. And Yandy has offered, again, Yandy has offered for all the naysayers, all the negative that I've been getting, Yandy has offered to do this for me, to give me her eggs. What better way, what better person than to receive eggs from your sister, your family member, okay? So, I would not want anyone else's eggs until I have explored all my family, and she was the main one that I said yes. So, that's what she offered, I said yes. And you know why?
And that's y'all business.
I'm not even gonna tell y'all why, but I'll wait for Dr. Lane. Because let me tell y'all, the social media has been dragging me, they have been DMing me, they have been trashing me, they've been saying all kind of negative.
It sounds like a circus right now. This is like the Jerry Springer right now.
Don't ruin Kisha's moment.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something
I
real
have
quick.
no idea what's going on.
Listen, do you know if Yandy gives Kisha an egg, that's Yandy's child?
That's okay.
Carrying,
That's not really her child.
It's not her child.
No, we signed papers that once I give her my egg, it's hers.
Because I wanted to have a child with my DNA. Who's the next best person to go to? It's my sister. So that's what I wanted to do.
But listen, so you giving up the child for like adoption or something like that, right?
No. She's going to carry.
Yandy is not carrying the baby.
Exactly.
They're gonna take the egg and they're gonna insert it in.
They're gonna take mendeecees egg?
No.
But he's gonna be the father.
No, he's not gonna be the father.
That's what I wanted to know.
So I never want to tell a woman what she can do with her body, but I think she should value my opinion as her husband. It should matter for something.
I do know Kisha has been wanting to have a child for a long time.
A long time. Okay, all right, a long time. You're not gonna deny this of me. You're not gonna take this from me. It's my
When her most recent relationship ended, Yandy took her into her home, providing a safe haven to reset and rebuild. It was intended to be a temporary place for Kisha to get back on her feet, but as the days stretched into weeks, an undercurrent of tension started to ripple through the house. She was the type of woman who lit up a room but left a trail of destruction in her wake. Kisha and Mandy began interacting more and spending more time together before Mandy finally went. It started out innocently enough, with a shared chuckle here and a lingering look there, towing the boundary between family and flirtation. Secrets have a way of coming to light late at night, but Yandy ignored them because she was too busy running her enterprises and balancing the chaos of her world. When she heard muffled sounds coming from the guest room, her suspicions were heightened. As she approached, her heartbeat sped, and her mind began to race with potential outcomes. She halted short in her tracks when she noticed that the door was slightly ajar. Mandy's hand was on Kesha's leg as they sat on the bed, their faces close, nearly touching. Kesha's laughter illuminated the space, and Yandy's heart fell as reality hit her like a freight train. The confrontation was explosive and intoxicating, as if nothing else mattered. Yandy, typically a calm woman, was overcome with raw emotion. Mandy fumbled as he tried to explain, while Kisha stood still, her expression a mixture of guilt, despair, and defiance. Yandy screamed, her voice shaking with hatred, heartbreak, and disbelief. But that was just the beginning of the horror. A few weeks later, Kisha revealed that she was expecting a child. The news shocked their family and rippled through the city's social circles. Yandy's world fell apart. The betrayal was more profound than she had ever imagined, and the scandal played out like a soap opera, with each revelation more damning than the one before. Friends started spreading rumors, and the media reveled in the drama. In the midst of the chaos, Yandy began to rebuild, channeling her pain into her work, and refusing to let the betrayal define her. Today, vastly farmers stay plow and plant and gather wheat. Mandy and Kisha, now entangled in their own web of consequences, were left to face the judgment of those around them. Atlanta witnessed Yandy rise from the ashes, a testament to her strength and tenacity. But the wounds from their betrayal would never completely heal, serving as a reminder that sometimes the people closest to you wield the sharpest blades. Atlanta, with its cadence of parties, power struggles, and hushed scandals, glistened in the moonlight. Yet, amid the tempest that rocked the foundations of Yandy Force's existence and transformed the world she had created into an unrecognizable jungle, she stood resilient. Round her quick ascent as a business mogul to her position as Mandy's devoted spouse, Yandy had always been the embodiment of grace under fire. On the surface, they were a power couple, admired by Atlanta's elite and coveted by many. Yet, even in fairy tales where dreams thrive, darkness lingers. For years, Yandy had been anchored by Mandy's easy grin and undeniable charm, weathering countless storms. But he had a vulnerability and an appetite for temptation that Yandy had long struggled to ignore, believing in redemption despite everything. She never thought her own blood would be the source of such a betrayal. Kisha, fiery, unquestionably beautiful and bold, had always been drawn to chaos. And chaos, it seems, had found its way into Yandy's home.